What is going on, my lovely ladies and gentlemen of the world? If you notice, there's a little bit of consistency here. We're looking at the grill, we're looking at the bay. This is Baiken. I was curious because, not really recent, it's somewhat recent. I think it's within like the past 2 or 3 weeks, right? The patch for this game came out. And I was curious to see whether or not these changes really did anything for the character. Now, I went to find these replays, I went through the, highest ranked Baikens, and I just grabbed whatever. It's probably somewhat telling that out of the top 10 or so, I think 3 of them had replays available that were on this patch. I think only like 6 of them had replays available, period. But out of those, only 3 of them had replays available that were on this patch. And this is what, out of like the top, I think, 35 maybe, this is what's available in terms of on this patch. There were a few people that were still playing, but they weren't playing Baiken anymore. So I just wanted to see, come here, get an answer. Get an answer. I already know answers suck still. Because they nerf buffed him, basically, like, they nerfed some aspects of him, they buffed other aspects, and from what I can tell, he's essentially at the same exact level of uselessness he was prior, which it baffles me why they would even think, because they nerfed the damage of some of his normals. Like, that was kind of one of the things that it looked like overall that they did, was that they nerfed the damage of his normals and they buffed the damage of his specials. So essentially, I assume it basically balances out, but like that character wasn't doing damage in the first place. So why were those nerfs necessary? They did some other things on top of that, but yeah, just looking at the change list, as far as I understand it, he is still as useless as ever, which is truly unfortunate because I still remember the excitement that I felt when Rev 2 was coming out and Baiken and Answer were waiting in the wings. Both of them looked like such amazing characters that I would really enjoy playing, that I might finally get into this game with, and they both wind up being so useless. Answer was super fun, but he was so dependent on his super dash, his instant air dash super dash. What am I saying? His super jump instant air dash. His instant air dash super dash. And I struggle with instant air dashing to begin with. You need to throw a super jump in there and we're having issues. Oh, that sucks. Tries to go for the tech trap, gets trapped herself, loses the round. That's gotta hurt. But so the reason why I'm looking at Baiken is that, number one, I don't even know what half of her change list actually is because it just lists the special moves and I don't know any of her special move names. I know Tatami Aishi and Yozansun. That's it, because her angry voice makes me happy in my pantaloons, and so you kind of get to know what she says during those. But I don't think she really shouts out the move names, so I assume they're all stance things. I just don't know which stance things they actually are. But so essentially, what they did with her, they buffed a couple of her normals. I think her anti-air is a bit better now, her 6P. Her JS is faster, which is really good because her JS is one of her best moves. That move right there, that's one of her best moves, period. That right there, her sweep, her 2D, they made that better. It prorates combos less, so she gets more off of a combo beginning with that move. They made her parry. You could hold the button to make it last longer. They made the active frames longer to begin with, which was a big problem because you could parry, and it lasted for so little time that you had to be pretty on point with your timing. Now you don't. It's not quite that strict. It doesn't start up faster, to my knowledge, but the active frames are longer, and you can also hold the button to extend the active frames. I don't know if it's as long as you want or if there is a limit to it. Well, so they made her counter better, but it's still, as far as I can tell, she still has the same flaws that she always has. But we'll see. That's what I'm here to see. I want to see, like, just if I notice anything new or impressive that might change Baiken standing at the bottom of the barrel in this game, which I don't think it will. Because it just, unfortunately, it seems like this patch very much oh, that was kind of cool. It's too bad she didn't, she couldn't really activate anything off of that. That's another flaw with her parry, is that you can hold it in order for it to parry multiple moves in a row, which is good, but it's bad in that if you parry something successfully and you try to do one of the follow-ups, damn! you try to do one of the follow-ups, there's no invulnerability to it. There's no like armor or anything to the follow-up move. So if you parry like a multi-hitting projectile like that, you parry the first hit, you recognize that, and you try to throw out one of the follow-ups after that, you'll just get hit out of the follow-up, and you'll get counter-hit out of the follow-up. So it just, in that scenario, because it's a projectile Millia is already recovered from, it's highly unlikely she would have been able to get a proper follow-up from that. But yeah, as far as I can tell from the changes, I didn't read everybody's because like, I don't know enough about certain characters in this game. I mean, we're already looking at Baiken, who I know a decent amount about, but I don't know any of her move names. That is just made even worse by so many. Like, I know like 3 of her move names. I know 0 for probably about half the cast. So like, if I look at Souls or Kai's, I'm gonna get it because those are super simple characters. If I look at Slayers, I can understand them if I looked up his move list. Wow, this is just dickish. That is the most disrespectful chain of events. That dude did not finish a single combo. He just went for air throw resets over and over. Oh, that's gotta hurt. He's doing it again, and she's still getting caught by them. Wow, that hit confirmed. Oh, nice hit. Unfortunately, if that was a corner starter, she probably would have been able to follow that up. Because that does have quite a bit of hits on. Ooh, this might kill. No, that was too low. Damn, getting revenge. You want to throw loop me? I'll show you what throw's all about. Baiken has a pretty decent throw. Oh, nice counter hits. Unfortunately, her mid-screen combo options are pretty universally awful, which is something that, as far as I can tell, they didn't change at all about her. She just gets caught low. I think she's scared now of throws. That is safe. She has all the meter in the world now. She can make this work, but this is a pretty bad deficit, and that was a really bad move. She will live through this, though. Yeah, she no longer has all the meter in the world. It's caught! Oh! There's gonna be a lot of damage. Can't kill, because it is, again, mid-screen Baiken. Kills with the throw! Yo, online, that command dash into throw is untechable. You cannot deal with it. I can't believe she won that, to be honest. Especially after that first round. And then he tried to start it up again in the second round. That's what happens, though, if you rely on gimmicks. Like, I can't actually make a judgment about that person as a player and what their capabilities are off of one single match. But if that's what he relies on, is gimmicking people like that, the second you're forced into solid play, you're just lost. And it can lead to moments like that where you just don't really have anything. Yeah, this is a big problem with Baiken in general, is that so many of her moves are only hit confirmable off of counter hit. And so that's part of the issue with her mid-screen options, and just an issue with her in general, is that without a counter hit, you get basically, nothing. She could have gone into the corner loop right there, and I don't really understand why she didn't. Because that would have led to a death. Maybe just not confident. But that'll definitely lead to a death. You dash forward a little bit further, that would have led to a hit confirm. Come on! There we go. Yeah, that's basically what she gets mid-screen. She can get a safe jump off of that, which you just saw. She has to instant air dash into Tommy. fucked something up. I wonder if that was supposed to be TK Yozansen. So that was one of the questions that I had. One of her changes is that Yozansen now, she recovers faster from it, and I mean she falls faster and she has less landing recovery with the move. So that was kind of one of my questions, is whether or not command dash throw, man. I was even off of that was activated off of her parry. But yeah, that was one of her changes, was that there's less landing recovery on Yozansen and she falls faster. So I was kind of curious if there were any scenarios where she would be able to do TK Yozansen and pick it up without spending meter. But I have not seen it yet. You have to imagine, but this is actually probably a problematic matchup for Potemkin, because Baiken has some pretty big normals that can abuse his hurt box. It's just, you know, actually, again, the same issue as always. Actually hit confirming those normals is problematic. Making that all burst safe. Damn, that did a lot of damage when that had 3. Ooh, I wonder if that was a fucked up command grab. That had 3 jabs. That still did massive damage. Oh, got the Yozansen off of that. Let him fall too far. There's the TK Yozansen! Ah, but I can't tell. It's danger time. It's a special moment. I can't. Ah, that was sexy though. Good empty low. Good patience. Bad combo. Oh my, oh no, she's dead. She's so dead. Nope, that was the slowest attempt at a command I've ever seen in my life. Damn! Just stomped a door out of nowhere into his outstretched hand. Don't be reaching for me, boy. You gotta buy me drinks first. The blocking. This looks little. I feel like, oh, that's a bummer. I feel like with that instant blocking, like he just doesn't know enough about Baiken, which I have to assume there's a lot of people that don't. I fully believe that after her chain right there, that in instant blocking the chain, he could have caught a free command grab punish. Good jumping slide head. Good anti-air. That hurts so much off a counter hit. Oh, that hurt more than I thought it would. Holy crap. I think that was another screwed up command grab. I think this dude needs to work on his execution quite a bit. Because I feel like a lot of these, like a random 6P in somebody's face or getting a backward Mega Fist, that's generally a sign that somebody fucked up a command grab. Good alpha counter. But yeah, that's the unfortunate part of his 6P. If it's not counter hit, you don't get anything from it. She's so fun. She's not fun. Damn, Yozansen must have really... Well, he did pick a really... He used J2D right there, which is... Or not J2D, that's just JD in general. Not a good move. Especially as an air-to-air, plenty of startup to it. You generally use it to try to bait out an anti-air of somebody that's on the ground, and so then it whiffs and then you land on them. But yeah, it looks like Yozansen actually starts up quite quickly. But unfortunately, I still have not seen the one thing I want to see is if... Oh, can't get anything from that though. Is if TK Yozansen can be caught, can be... confirmed meterlessly. Jesus, stop hitting buttons! Oh my god, is there a single hit so far that has happened that has not been a counter hit? Oh my lord, that was about 7 overheads in a row? I feel like I need to watch this again just to understand everything that's going on. Like, this Baiken's popping off! This Baiken's popping off! Bob Hero! Hero, I don't know, you are my hero. Oh, been so much worse. Oh, that actually confirmed. I wonder if there's a distance that she can get a full actual confirm off of that. Wow, if this Sin would actually hit confirm his hits, Baiken would be dead. Seriously, everything's a counter hit. He's still hitting buttons. Oh yeah, doing the low parry against Sin. I didn't even think of that. So risky. So her parries are very similar to Hakumen's in that each one does have a weakness. So her low parry will catch lows and mids, but if you throw out a high, it'll hit you. And apparently it hits counter hit. You get counter hit by Bull Bash, you're dead. Actually, I think, didn't they lower the amount of damage you get from that? I think they lowered the damage a bit, but it's still, I can't imagine they lowered it any significant degree to where it's not like, instead of getting one shot, you only take 70% of your life. Like that kind of difference. Counter hits! Seriously, oh, damn it! I gotta watch this again now, my bad. I raised my hands up, because for some reason I gotta move my hands even though I don't have the cam going on right now, and I accidentally hit the trigger. Which fast forwards around, it's okay. We were at round 3. We were right at the start of round 3, so we're not really missing anything. This one loads very quickly, unlike Dragon Ball Fighters. I'd still be sitting, waiting, and loading right now. This was Dragon Ball Fighters. It's nothing but counter hits on both sides. It is just non-stop counter hits. Oh my god, and now we're in danger time. Lord help us. Oh! I have never in my life seen that command grab work on somebody who was not just god-awful at the game, i.e. me. Oh my lord, that DP, he just tossed out the DP and he got blasted for it. Oh, that was a fun match. That makes it all worth it. I haven't seen what I want to see from Baiken, but that match was goddamn hilarious. Heaven or hell. Duel 1. Let's rock. Good low profile, but I think he got caught in the recovery of it. Yeah, Soul Sweep is one of his best moves in general. It has, like, it lowers his hurt box by quite a bit, so it allows you to low profile quite a few jump-ins like that. And it also just has a really good hitbox. Like that. Damn, that was instant recovery upon landing. This is a big struggle with Baiken. Oh my god, she could have gotten such a huge punish. Her neutral is not that great to begin with. God, he actually hit confirm that. That should have worked. I think it might have been a distance issue. She might have been just a bit too far away, but normally that combo will work. That is a hit confirm. That burst, but Baiken just didn't have the range to hit confirm it, but it's okay, she took the round anyway. Duel 2, all or nothing. Good parry. There. Could parry again? I actually traded. Nice. She gets a full confirm from, well, a full confirm mid-screen. This will not kill, but it will do decent damage. It definitely sets up for the... Oh, the resets! It's unfortunate. I'm not sure if that's actually air unblockable. I'm not 100% sure. I assume it must be. Because it didn't, I mean, if he had thrown something out. It's just that unfortunate aspect of having to mash to tech. Because it definitely, you saw that little shield around him for a brief moment. But it looks like he needed to hold it for a bit longer. My favorite voice against my least favorite voice. Please don't lose. It's looking bleak right now. Please, Baiken, don't lose to this. Yeah, we go. There we go. That's doing damage. That's unfortunate. I don't think she meant... I assume that was supposed to keep her in the corner. Oh my god, that just went full corner to corner. I'm telling you. Online, unstoppable. Right there. 100%. Damn, JP actually has a really good hit. Nice 6P, doesn't get the hit confirmed. Nice 6P again, does get the hit confirmed. There we go. Yo, Hansen. Shout it more, girl. Let me hear the angry voice. Yeah. Slap her in the back. Make it so she can't ever come back to Guilty Gear again! Ooh, that sucks. Nice. Drop the combo again! Oh, good counter hit! Oh! Woke up mashing and it worked. It's actually probably really good for Baiken, wake up buttons, because people are gonna be at least somewhat concerned of the parry. So they're gonna think of like delaying a little bit then running up to throw, and if you wake up with buttons, that's gonna catch that. That hurt. I don't know if the microphone picked that up, but I just popped my neck like 4 times. Ooh, Christmas Baiken. Long past the time for those colors. We gotta wait 9 more months. Which is probably how long I gotta wait for a good fighting game to come out. There's no hope, is there? Not this year. Because there is the Arcana Heart update, I guess you would call it. This is not a new version of the game. But as fun as that game looks, just like from a movement perspective and all that shit, looks like a ton of fun. Nobody's gonna be playing it. I know that. Everybody knows that. It's gonna have the smallest community. All the random ass anime games do. I don't know of any other fighting games that are scheduled to come out. Because now, like, all the fighting game companies want to front load it so they get their chance to get at EVO. Hence Dragon Ball FighterZ coming out in January. And BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle coming out pretty much just in time to meet the 6-week criteria. If you don't know, EVO, they actually did... What did they do this for? I think it might have been for Revelator. Kind of like I can't remember why they made this rule, but I feel like it happened when Revelator first came out, which was basically kind of like some kind of ultimatum, maybe, which is basically like, you want this game at EVO, get it out before 6 weeks before EVO starts, so players can have the opportunity to actually play the game first. And so they did pretty much like 6 weeks before EVO started was when Revelator came out. And so that's what I mean with BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. I think the game. I mean, I think it's closer to 2 months since EVO starts in. I can't remember if it's like the 1st or the 2nd week of August. EVO's been getting pushed back further and further. each year, I think. Because it used to be near the beginning of July. Then I think last year was the end of July. Now it's the beginning of August. Alright, well, anyway, that's all I got. Let me go grab... I want to go grab one random-ass Potemkin replay. This is what I can see, because this is another character that got buffed a teensy, tiny little bit. And it's probably completely... Nope, not that one. Risk rating. It's probably completely irrelevant. It doesn't even matter. 29, didn't even have Potemkin there. 104. Damn it. There's another problem, is I don't actually know exactly when the patch dropped. Oh, fuck. This is why getting replays for this game is goddamn impossible. Because there's no recent, like how an O'Neal or BlazBlue or even Dragon Ball Fighters, there's no like recent section. Like these are all the most recent replays. It's just you have to go to players' profiles and find them. And as you can see, we might not even like no, that's still not even. Dude that used to play Potemkin abandoned him, went to Baiken. Oops, god damn it. I'll go to 30. That was, I think, here. It's loading instantly, dude. Switch to Jacko. Come on, have you no pride? Oh my god. See, this is the thing. I don't know. Was the 7th? Was it out on the 7th? Is all I got. If I can find one in the top 30 that's later than that, I'll take it. But so far, it looks like I'm out of luck. Oh, there we go. Oh, and it's against Baiken. Perfect. So now we get up. Oh wait, that's probably the one we already watched, isn't it? Where am I going? I think this must be the one that we watched. It was the oops, this is the wrong one. Alright, screw it. I'm just gonna assume the one that was the Baiken versus Potemkin we already watched, the one with the yellow Potemkin color. Haehyun. This has got to be a rough matchup for Potemkin. I mean, what isn't a rough? We're off to a good start. Oh boy. Please, don't let this man just put you in a body bag like this. Don't let him do you like this. That's a combo! Good spacing. Okay, he gets a start now. Haehyun doesn't have any reversals, and he just lets him get up and mash buttons for free. Alright, we're back in there. Okay, alright. I wonder if he was trying to burst bait. Didn't have faith in his 6K loops, but somehow he managed to come back and take that round. I don't know how, but he done did it. God, that sucks. That he can hit you with a normal, like, he's at super jump height, basically, and he confirms it into a full combo. That is rough. Mashing buttons. Oh, yeah, he's gonna take that hit. That's the one reversal he has, that obviously requires meter. How did that flick not hit that? Come on now. Good back dash. Confirm. Oh. Oh. I thought he was going to command grab right there. It would have worked. Good answer here, but counter hit. Safe jump. Wonder what he was trying to do. Oh, that is fast. That's so insane that he can set that up after knocking you full screen, and it has such an extensive amount of blocks on it. He can run up the entire screen and still have advantage at the end of it. That is just nutty to me. Oh, anti, really? Back dash. I don't know what he traded with. Oh, never mind. That wasn't a trade. That was just a 5S. It looked like Potemkin was kind of starting to reel back, like he had gotten hit, but nope. He just landed the far S. Alright, he managed to take it, but that didn't really show me anything at all. So let's just double check this. I'm sure it's the same one, but why not just look? Oh, it's not the same one. Cool. Alright, we're watching this. Ooh, nice hit. Well, good confirmed. Didn't really get anything for it. I like how she's just staying in the air and there's no threat that Potemkin presents. Could you imagine if Potemkin could like dash up to you and then throw out his anti-air? Like, can you just imagine if Potemkin could dash, period? Oh! But I have to assume if she spent meter there, like, and if that was going to work on anybody, be able to confirm that meterlessly, it would be against Potemkin. So the fact that she immediately popped the meter to attempt to hit confirm it. I guess that's basically a dash. Yeah, we're just not. You don't get to actually see Potemkin play. I gotta find my source of all things Guilty Gear. I don't know why I didn't realize it. It's been a year since I used to follow like this dude named Golden Roadie. He was essentially a Guilty Gear. The person who uploaded like all the tournaments and stuff from Japan. Hasn't uploaded for over a year. I never even realized. So I got no source of Guilty Gear anymore, man. I gotta find one. Because they actually stream one of the big. I think it's it's Omito's arcade. Is it Omito? Which one? It's one of the Johnny players. I can't remember the name of the other one because I'm terrible. But one of the Johnny players runs an arcade in Japan, and they stream on Twitch. I can go look at it right now. Let me just go find that name. That's worth having around. I should wait until this match is over. That would be good because this is actually going quite well. Oh, good anti-air, no counter hit. Oh, he went for the air throw. Wait, who won? Potemkin won. Oh, I thought he just lost right there. He got the trade. Jonio, there we go. Not Omito. Oh, that sucks. That's gonna hurt. Oh, she got stunned. This is gonna hurt so much. He gets a follow-up. Oh, he dropped it. Good block. Too far away. Gets caught with the finger. Good night. Twitch.tv/Jonio-san. Oh wait, stop that. Don't. He's hosting. Ugh. I'm not even gonna say it. But he's got. If you want to look at, I'll go ahead and link that in the description box. If you want to go look at it, because unfortunately they stream, you know, prime Japan time, which for Americans is basically like 2 a.m. PST through like 8 a.m. PST. Actually, I think it's a bit earlier than that. I think they usually start streaming around like 11 p.m. PST for me, and then they keep going until around 6 or 7 a.m. obviously not great, but they have archives. They have 189 videos of archives, many of which are 6+ hours long. The latest one is 11 hours long. That's a lot of Guilty Gear if you want to look at stuff like that. So I'm gonna have to start looking at these and just going through. But yeah, I need to find more Guilty Gear because I want to see like if any Answer players, if any Baiken players come out of the woodwork. Are they doing stuff? I need to know. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope y'all have a wonderful day.